Good morning, children, and welcome to this class. This is class 6th, subject Social Science, chapter number 2, Civics, Diversity and Discrimination. This is our lecture number 2 of this chapter. So, the topics that we will be covering in this lecture are discrimination, inequality, untouchability, Dalits, untouchables, and about Dr. Bhim Rao Ambedkar. If you remember, in previous lecture, we had already done some of the topics like prejudice, difference, stereotype, even we discussed about discrimination. So, in this lecture, we will again take the topic discrimination, inequality, untouchability, Dalits or untouchables, and the life of Dr. Bhim Rao Ambedkar. So, let's start with the topics. Discrimination. The practice of treating someone or a particular group in society less fairly than others is known as discrimination. When we treat someone or a group of people less fairly than other people, that is known as discrimination. It means we are discriminating a particular group of society or a person. When we are treating someone or a particular group less fairly than others, it means we are discriminating that particular person or a particular group in society. When does it happen or when does it take place? It takes place when people act on their prejudice or stereotype. If you remember, we had done prejudice. Prejudice means judging the people in negative way. When we judge the people in negative way, we have negativity about someone in our mind. So it leads to the discrimination. And stereotype, when we have a particular image about someone that may be negative or positive, that is stereotype. This also leads to the discrimination. So it takes place when people act on their prejudice or stereotype. This is discrimination. The treating someone or a particular group less fairly than others is known as discrimination. It may be on the basis of caste, it may be on the basis of economic background, it may be on the basis of educational background, etc. So the next topic is inequality. Inequality. Equality means when everything is equal, all are equal, and inequality when the equal opportunities or equal rights are not there among the people. So how will we define inequality? It is an unfair situation because we can't say fair when we are not giving the proper rights or the opportunity to a particular group of people. That is not equality. So we say it unfair situation. It is an unfair situation in which some people have more rights and better opportunities than others. When in a particular society, some people have more rights and some less rights. Means some people are not having the opportunities and others are having. That shows inequality in society. So, the meaning or how will we define inequality? The unfair situation in which some people have more rights and better opportunities than others. That unfair situation is known as inequality. The best example we can take from the story of Samir Ek and Samir Do from chapter 1. If you remember, in chapter 1 of civics, the chapter was diversity, in which we had done one story to explain diversity. And in that story, two boys were there, Samir Ek and Samir Do. And we have seen that Samir Ek, who belonged to rich family, he had the opportunity for going to the school, for learning education, for learning different languages. But Samir, though, who belonged to poor family, there was no opportunity with him for going to school even. He was selling newspaper on the road. So that shows that these two boys, they were not having equal opportunities. So it was really unfair situation. That is really the best example to define inequality that we have done in chapter number 1. Next is untouchability. This is a form of discrimination basically in which a particular caste of people is considered impure by upper caste people. Basically, the lower caste people, they are considered impure by upper caste people. That form of discrimination is known as untouchability. And in the earlier time, it was really famous the caste on the basis of caste system. When upper caste people, they were not allowing the lower caste people to enter in their houses even. And if any of the person from lower caste touched any of the material from their home, they in future they would not using that particular material. That much untouchability they believed in the earlier time. But now at present time, the that has been decreased a little bit. But in villages we can see now also. In villages, in some of the families, the people, definitely the people, those are we can say the old age people. They believed that whenever any of the lower caste people, if they are giving something to those people from lower caste in any of the material, they keep that particular utensil separate. So that shows the untouchability. When that is a form of discrimination in which the upper caste people consider the lower caste people impure. So that is untouchability. So we will define it, the form of discrimination in which a particular caste of people is considered impure by upper caste people. That form of discrimination is known as untouchability. People of that lower caste are called untouchables. So the word untouchable that is used for those people, those belonged to lower caste. So untouchability and untouchable. Clear? The next term in the same topic, Dalits. Dalit is a term used for lower caste people. The lower caste people about whom we discussed they are in untouchability, those people they are known as Dalits also. And Dalit means how it is described in the book. Dalit means those who have been broken by social prejudice and discrimination. Means those are the upper caste people. They broke them by using the social prejudice and discrimination. So the Dalit means they described there that those who have been broken by social prejudice and discrimination used by upper caste people. And government refers to this group of people as scheduled caste. The word that government uses for Dalits, or you can say the people of lower caste, that word there is scheduled caste or SC in short form we say. So here we talked about untouchability, untouchables, the people from the lower caste, and the lower caste people they are also known as Dalits, untouchables, and government refers a word for this group that is scheduled caste, and in short we can say SC. The next topic, Dr. Bhim Rao Ambedkar. We will learn in this chapter about the life of Dr. Bhim Rao Ambedkar. He was born in 1891. Dr. Bhim Rao Ambedkar was the great leader of Dalits. He was best known leader of Dalits. Why? Because he himself belonged to the lower caste. He belonged to the caste Mehar caste that was considered as a lower caste or as an untouchable. He fought for the rights of Dalits as he was from Dalits community, so he fought for the rights of Dalits. In his Dalit community, he was the first person who completed his college education, and then he also appreciate other people. He encourage other people from lower caste for education. After completion of his college education, he became lawyer. Means he was the first person from his caste who completed college education, and then he became lawyer. He was the first law and justice minister of India, and after a really hard struggle, he was first law and justice minister of India. He is also known as father of Indian Constitution, as he has done many things. He has done the great job for Indian Constitution. That's why he is also known as father of Indian Constitution. In the same chapter, we will learn about one of the incident that was faced by Dr. Bhim Rao Ambedkar when he was just 9 years old, and that was the matter of discrimination. So, in this same chapter, we will be learning about the incident faced by Dr. Bhim Rao Ambedkar, that was the matter of discrimination, that we will take in next chapter. So, in today's chapter, we have included discrimination, inequality, untouchability, and we have thrown light on the life of Dr. Bhim Rao Ambedkar. So in next chapter we will start with that particular incident of discrimination faced by Dr. Bhim Rao Ambedkar in his childhood. Now the turn of homework. On the basis of today's lecture, you will do some questions in your fair register. The first question, who is known as father of Indian Constitution? The second question, define the following terms: untouchability, inequality. These terms you will define, means you will write the definition of untouchability and inequality. What have you understood from the lecture? Now, question number 3, write a short note on the life of Dr. Bhim Rao Ambedkar. That also we discussed today about Dr. Bhim Rao Ambedkar. So, you will write a short note on life of Dr. Bhim Rao Ambedkar. Now is the turn for homework solution of lecture 1, chapter 2, civics. In lecture 1, some questions that were assigned to you. The first question, define them. Prejudice and stereotype. Prejudice, judging the people in a negative way, is called prejudice. Stereotype, when one forms a particular image, positive or negative, about someone, which is not often true in reality. That is known as stereotype. Mention 2 examples of stereotype. One means the image that we have in our mind about someone. So 2 examples of stereotype are: boys don't cry. Second, girls are good at cooking. That these images we have in our mind, but particularly if we talk about, that may be correct or wrong even sometimes. So these are 2 examples of stereotype. The third question that we had done, that was, how can the stereotype that girls are a burden on their parents affect the life of a daughter? And here we had to write 5 different effects on daughter's life. Means on the basis of this statement that girls are burden on their parents, we have to write 5 effects that may be there on a daughter or a girl child. So the answer is, this stereotype can affect the life of a daughter in the following ways. Number 1, she may be denied equal education opportunities as her brothers. Means in a house, she may be denied to get the equal education opportunities as her brother is getting. The next one, she may be denied a higher education. So the second one, she may be asked to not to go for the higher education. The third one, she may be made to believe that she should only concentrate on domestic work. Number 4, She may not be treated the same as her brother in terms of work as well as responsibility. Maybe more work or responsibilities they are being given to the girl child or the daughters. The fifth one, all their dreams to achieve separate identity in society would be broken. If all these things will be there with the girl child, definitely the dream to achieve separate identity in society would be broken. So that's it for today. Thank you and have a nice day.